Welcome to All Souls Enlightenment, recorded Facebook Live Thursdays, 2100 Eastern Standard Time, USA. Please click the like and subscribe button so you'll receive notifications in your inbox when I upload something new. Hello everybody, it's me Ava, aka Kaisa. How are you guys this week? Yes, I'm late getting started because I had some prepping to do. I do another live with a group that I have before I do this one. So I only have like 25 minutes to prepare in between from when that one's done to the next one is done. So I know last week, hey Divya, last week I was all prepared and ready to go to start all kinds of things. What up, Jay? Miss you, JJ. Love you. Mwah. That's my cousin brother, JJ. I love him so much. I have had no brothers and sisters, but this one right here, this is my heart. Anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. Last week, I was all prepping and everything to prepare for something that I thought was going to happen. Hey, Christy T. And Spirit was like, oh, no. Never mind. You're not doing that. I was like, okay. But I was up. What's up, Baji? Mwah. Love to you, honey. What up, VT? Love you. That's okay, sweetie. Baji, that's all right. I know you catch it. That's all right. I know. I love you too, baby. Thank you. So I was kind of wondering. He was like, no, you're not going to do your Facebook Live today because you need some rest. I said, oh my God, you know it. I was like, am I going to actually get a rest this time? Because, and I just, you just don't get a rest. Let me tell you, between like in my dream state, I get messages. In my dream state, I have dreams. In my dream state, I have a whole bunch of things going on. I'm thinking and stuff. So I'm sleeping, but I'm aware of me sleeping. So it's not really sleeping. So between that, being available for my coaches. Hey, Gypsy. What's going on, girl? Good to see you. With that being said, being available for my coaches and all that kind of stuff, I don't get a chance to have 2 minutes to like go pee. What up, Derek? How you doing? So I was getting to the point where I was feeling drained because now I'm working and trying to handle different things and whatnot. I'll talk to you about that later, JJ. This is not the forum for that, but thank you for telling me. I will text you later. Love you, sweetie. Thank you. You won't be able to keep up. That's okay, Gypsy. It'll be here still, when it's all done. Like I said, I always upload it to YouTube when I'm done. And since I do that, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to all my new subscribers on YouTube and supporting me. I also want to say thank you to the people who have contributed to my GoFund. The stuff that I do for everybody is that I do for no charge and things. A lot of times, and it's whatever anybody is on their heart. So I have a GoFund account that people contribute to. So I just want to take time and say thank you. I also want to say thank you to everybody who pops in and says hello and stops by on Thursdays to hear some more knowledge that I receive. This tonight's topic, I have been receiving a lot of information on for a few weeks. Few weeks. And I've been wanting to do it. And today I got a lot more information about it and how it's clicking and making sense. Today is 8/8, which is Alliance Gate. I love you too, baby. And so a lot of energies, upgrades, downloads, people are shedding things. People are becoming more enlightened in everything. Hey, Easy. And people are receiving a lot of things they don't understand. Like, whoa. Some of you may have felt a little bit like this week, like there was some climax happening. Well, that's because this Lion's Gate was opening. Now, this may be a little bit much for some of y'all. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. But what, from my understanding, is that's being sent to me right now. The Lion's Gate is simply to be explained as a portal of opening the heart chakra, opening the pineal gland, susceptible to change. People are vulnerability. You may feel a little bit more vulnerable, but it's okay. Just relax, release, and just go with the process and go with the feeling of it all. Okay. Things will start shifting. Okay, within yourselves physically, within yourselves emotionally, within yourselves mentally, and within yourself spiritually. So the Lion's Gate is the perfect opportunity to mend relationships, which is what GODz is trying to create on this planet. A more loving environment, and remove all of the poppycock and yuck that's on it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Brad, what's going on? Mwah! So like I was saying, this is the perfect opportunity. I don't know if you, please, I'll put it again in the comment section. And when I do upload everything to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and you will always know. If you can't catch me here live, you know I always upload to my YouTube channel. So, hey, what up, girl? Lorraine. I'm thinking about you about all the different times in church. Good memories, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So, this is the perfect opportunity for me to explain to you that look in the drop down section. There's like this little arrow in YouTube, right, in the description box, and it will always explain to you how to what it's all about, different types of information, links to all different types of things. So yeah, this is really good, really good. Okay, so I was just trying to wait to see if a few more people will come on before I start today's topic. Today is about religion. My God is better than your God. The religion theory. So today, I asked Father GODz, are you sure you want me to go on and say this? And I'm going to put a link for when the first time that it was shown to me that I came out of my spiritual closet about what is truly going on and what is happening and the theories therein between religions and all of those things. And like I said, I went into a sort of a martyr mode during I would say over the past 5 years. I had started to go into a martyr mode, and so all the things that came to me was strictly from GODz, where he led me to different things and showed me. I didn't know anything about anything in the spiritual sector or the spiritual community, and how this all works. Chakras and nothing. Okay? Crystals, none of that. And one day I was told, because I have clear audience, that you have to speak up. It's time to come out of your spiritual closet. And no matter what, people stepping on your toes, blah, blah, blah. You stepping on people's toes, it's okay. All right? Jesus came, Yeshua came and stepped on everybody's toes to show them the correct way of life. What up, Shell? All right? So, let me see how many minutes we in right now. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get started on today's topic. All right. Me and my rocks. I got my rocks with me. Woo! Whew. Okay. All right. Religion versus spirituality. Let's start with that. Okay? Religion is a practice belief. Spirituality is the connection of the practice. Okay? You can't have one without the other, to be honest with you. So you have to practice your spirituality. You can't just go to Source one day and be like, you just go to church on Sundays or Sabbath on Saturdays and be like, oh, that's okay, that's it, that's enough, and we don't have to do anything else during the week. No, you have to stay in practice, which is meditation with that connection to Source. Okay. Now, all right, we are all one nation under God. Now, there are little signs that everyone needs to start paying attention to. There are all kinds of clues all around the entire world as to truth. Okay, when the phrase "one nation under God" was removed, they took it in a religious text, and it should not have been. The one nation under God is God's source as a consciousness and all that is, okay? We're not talking about a country. We're talking about countries. We're talking about the world, the planet, the bugs, the amoebas, every single thing that is involved, the galactic sources of everything and all there is. We are one nation under God. Okay. Now, religion is simply a reminder and markers to spark the true inner knowing. I'm going to repeat myself. Religion is simply a reminder or marker to spark the true inner knowing. All right. Remember, I always say that we come down, we descend from our souls, descend into these vessels, these bodies, to be tangible 3D on this planet Earth. Right? Okay. We don't remember who we are coming down. Okay? We don't remember the knowing. We don't remember truth. Okay? But remember, this is simply an illusion of the human experience. So when religion was created by man, I'm going to repeat myself. Religion was created by man because man needed faith. I'm going to repeat myself. Man needed faith. So, when the Ascended Masters came down here, and they all had a memory of such, a piece of truth of all there is, okay? And that inner knowing that we had, that we lost coming down in here. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. I'm trying my best to make it as simple as possible, okay? Here we go. Religions were created to experience what each one has grasped from personal memory. Creation. Okay? So with that being said, one can't be better than the other when only pieces of it has been grasped, or only pieces of it has been resonated with. I'm going to go with this one. I remember this. Well, this was their purpose of doing this, because they needed to have something. Okay? It created a more realistic environment. Okay? So, now, let's just think about this. There's only one God. We all know this. All right? I don't care what religion or what kind of something is happening and going on everywhere. There's one God. One source. So we use the word God. So we say God's source. Okay? One. Okay. Now we all are a speck of God's source. So we only have a speck of memory when we come down. And these masters, these ascended masters, meditated, experienced different things, and in their experiences with their connection to source as humans. Now remember, humans have distorted linear thinking. Okay? So whatever the egotistical conscious mind could grasp, because it can't wrap itself around all there is, it can only grasp so much. So whatever the inner knowing related to and remembered and with that experience and that connection to source was the reason why that religion was created. Okay, let's remember that. Okay. Each practice and or religion, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Abrahamic religion, or aka Islamic faith. Okay? Hey, Sydney. Hey, baby. All right? Those are the ones I'm going to work on right now. So I'm going to repeat them again. Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, and the Abrahamic religion, aka Islamic faith. Okay, those are the ones I'm going to work with, because all the other ones that are out there are simply, these are the umbrellas to the others. How about that? That might break it down a little bit easier, okay? Okay. All right, here we go. Monotheistic, or relating to or characterized by the belief that there is only one God. Well, who believes that? Christianity has that, and Islamic faith has that. Now, if you think about Buddhism and what their belief is, and how many, then you have Hinduism, and they have this major God, right? But everything else is broken up into gods, demigods, sub-gods, and things of that nature. It's all basically compartmentalized things. They compartmentalize knowledge and religion, and who's in charge of what, and what's in charge of what. So they just labeled things. Hey, Laura. So they labeled them that this God does this, and this God does this, so we want this God to take care of this part of our body. So it's like, think of it this way. We go to doctor, right? We have what do they call it? A general doctor? Is it a general physician? Whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this doctor does not specialize in anything particular, right? but it knows about all the parts of the body. You know how complex that is, right? So what they do is they say, you know what, you have a situation going on with your eyes. Well, we're going to send you to the ophthalmologist. Okay? You have a situation going on with your heart. You're going to go to see a cardiologist. So imagine that these are gods, demigods, that take care of different things. As simple as that. Now, can you imagine it's like Santa Claus? So people who teach their kids that they're Santa Claus, what do they teach them? They teach them that, hey Karen, some teach them that Santa Claus has helpers. So, because kids, you know, nowadays, their kids are smart. They like, ain't no Santa Claus. How he gonna get around to everybody's house all at that time? And this world is big. It takes us forever just to go to Sesame Place. You know what I'm saying? So, they ask questions. So parents say, oh, okay, well, there's he got helpers to go this and that. Okay, so Santa Claus has helpers. So God has helpers. This is the way they're making it. Okay? Now, when the creation of the world was when the world was created, you have sectors, you have sections. You have in this side of the world they believe this, and in this side of the world they believe that. In this part of the world they believe this. As I stated before, when I first came out of my spiritual closet, I always cried for the souls because I was raised in the Christian faith, and I was Baptist and Pentecostal and Church of God in Christ, all that. My mother took me to all three because she said that you must have all three. It's not just one thing. So we're not going to even get into that, but that's the way I learned, okay? Which was good because it opened my mind up to now, oh yeah, you can't have just one thing. It's a mixture of a bunch of stuff. This is how I came here to where I am today. All right. Now, as I was saying about the doctors and the different gods or whatever, I cannot stress enough that earth is an illusion. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And with that being said, none of this is real. Okay? But it was created for us to experience things. So, when you have a soul, we're going to take an example. Here's a soul. Okay. Hey, well, I want to live in this side of the world because I want to experience what it's like to practice this type of religion. Okay, so you come down, blah, 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 and you in that. But you don't know any other thing. You're not exposed to any other thing. You're not even allowed to be exposed to anything. There's countries that if they're trying to teach Christianity to them and expose them to what other things are happening. Hi, Susan. But the thing is, they're killed because they want to practice another religion or something. That's not right. There's no religion. There's nowhere God would ever agree to such nonsense. Okay? Religion is simply a practice of all there is. It's a piece and a part. Okay? As I was saying, I used to cry for the souls when I was little. I would always wonder, well, if our religion is the only one, and it's starting to fill me up right now thinking about it. It's always about the souls. It's always about the souls with me. If this is the only way, then what about the other people and the other souls, that's people that's on the other parts of the world that don't know anything about it? Well, this is how God reaches them. Nothing should ever make one person kill another. I'm going to repeat myself. Nothing should make another kill another. No, religion should never be argued, because there's not one that's all right. Now let me tell you where I'm going. Here we go. This is where we starting. Before I do, I want to say this. The Bible is not Christianity. Let me tell you why it's not Christianity. The Bible was written when Christ came, Yeshua, came down to correct all that was done. What's up, Lau? All that was done in the past, that has to go. He came here to show that this is not right. So, humans labeled this teaching Christianity. Now, the in-depthness of Christianity is not literal. Okay? And I think I might save that for another day. But let me just tell you how that works. Okay? We all have Christos within ourselves. Okay? There's Christos consciousness as a whole. Okay? God's source came down in a vessel and said, let me show you what's right. And that's where that came from. Then it came into some other things about people saving the souls and he's coming again as a person. There's none of that has nothing to do with anything. I'm going to save that for another time. But let me just let you know it's not literal. All right. Okay, here we go. Islam is an Arabic word which means surrender, submission, commitment, and peace. Doesn't that sound familiar? I'm going to say this again. Surrender, submission, commitment, and peace. We have to surrender to the process of the universe in order to ascend. Submission means that I am going to just allow the universe to be in charge of what I am doing. I'm going to let it take over. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not in control anymore. But I am learning in the process. Commitment means I am committed to myself. I'm committed to making this journey. I am committed to becoming one again with myself. I'm going to repeat myself. You're one with yourself. It's important for you to remember who you are and where you came from, originated. Not all this nonsense down here about, well, my family generated from a ship over there. I'm going to step on some toes right now, but this is the truth. Who cares? Okay? God's source don't care where your family came from down here, because it's not real. Okay? This was your little life story that you chose to create. So it doesn't mean any of that. What he cares about is soul families, soul brothers and sisters, and the soul itself, and coming back to him or her or it. Okay. Peace. Inner peace. Once an individual works on these things, they will have inner peace. And imagine if this one has inner peace, that one has inner peace, that one has inner peace. And like I'm looking at the names right here. If Karen has inner peace, Susan has inner peace, Lyle has inner peace, Christine has inner peace. If each individual one or being has inner peace, there will be peace on the planet. Did you get that? There will be peace on the planet. It starts within. Okay? Not fighting each other, not arguing with each other, but from within. We change the vibration of the planet. We change the whole environment of the planet. Okay. Buddhism. Oh, before we get there, hold on. Therefore, Islam can be defined as a path to attain complete peace through voluntary submission to the divine will. Divine will? That sounds familiar. Everybody's got divine. The divine timing, the divine law, the divine love. Divine peace. Again, one God. All right, here we go. Now Buddhism. Life is not permanent. Yes, that is true. Because this is a human experience. And they had something on it. Okay? People, nouns, do not make you happy. People, places, things don't make you happy. Am I right? Okay. Souls don't change. So, souls, here we go. We start with the soul. It came from above, came down within, and it's inhabiting within this vessel. My soul don't change. It's not going nowhere. Except for, walk-ins and walkouts. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to get that far out there. Okay? But a soul does not change. The ego mind plays with that. Okay? All right. Now, self is a collection of changing characteristics and attributes. That's ego. I'm going to say that again. Self is a collection of changing characteristics and attributes. Okay? Well, what does that mean? A person can convert their religion. That have nothing to do with the soul. The soul stays the same. It's your concept of thought that changes. Your soul will still go back to source. Nothing's changed. You know what's changed? Your concept and your perception of thought. You switched your focus, focus on what your belief is. And it's not so much a belief as it is truth and practice. What are you practicing? Okay? Not all of what is in each religion is correct. There have been some things taken away. There have been some things added. There's been some things that have been amended and modified from its origination. Why? Because it's man. It was written down by memory. And then talked through by memory. Then it was like, again, as I always say, religion is like the telephone game. Remember I always say that? The telephone game is like it started over here. And I think I said something like the teacher started with I like flowers or something like that. And then it ended up being at the end, I'm riding a white horse. It's totally different than what it originated to be. Okay. Christianity, Buddhism, righteous man. Now, remember I always say the righteous man, that word comes from the Bible. But it doesn't mean righteous. It means correct way. It means the correct way. Hey, Aunt Joanne. It simply means the correct way. I cannot repeat this enough. A righteous man, and I'm using man as in mankind, humanity, human. And no matter what these people say, the word is human. Not person. It's human. It's humankind. It's humanity. Okay? So let's stop with all this linear thought and this nonsense. It's simple. It's what it is. Humanity, mankind, period. All right? But a righteous man or righteous being is simply the correct way to practice existence down here on earth. Think about it. I'm going to let you marinate in that a minute. Okay. The Eightfold Path, or AKA the path of correctness. Now, this is with Buddhism. Now, I'm doing a little bit of comparison with Christianity and Buddhism. Here we go. Ready? There's only 7 because there's no suffering. Buddhism practices that there's suffering. This is an illusion of the human experience. Okay? All right. A righteous man is compassionate, not self-full, and has values. A righteous man is honest, doesn't gossip, and profess false claim is what I just was channeled. Is not verbally abusive and doesn't lie. And a true person that's in touch and connection with God's source can't lie. Check it out and see. If you try to lie, you end up turning around saying, you know, well, that's not really it. Test yourself and see where you are. Test yourself and see. All right. A righteous man helps another, not in servitude. Okay? A righteous man appreciates the earth and the life and all that is in it. Okay? Now, some go beyond the state of like, we're not going to kill a fly. But let me tell you something. Every bug know that come in this house, you're going to die that day. Okay? It knows when it comes here as a fly and its purpose, it's going to die at some point. All right? All right. So, don't feel bad about all that. Okay. Here we go. A righteous man does not harm another. Hi, Anna. Okay? I just said it. If any religion has you, and I'm not saying you, I'm using in general speaking, has you harming another person because of what you strongly believe in, I don't want that. Okay, you that person and that being has totally misconstrued the purpose of it in its entirety. Okay, nobody wants that. All right, here we go. A righteous man is always self-aware of his thoughts, his feelings, and his actions. Ooh. I'm going to say it again. Evidently, it's meant to be said again. A righteous man is always self-aware of his thoughts, his feelings, and his actions. And the reason why is this. Let me tell you how this works. What we think, okay, we can manifest. Now, let me tell you how this works. If you believe within your heart that nobody gives a hootenanny about you, or everybody treats you bad, or something negative about yourself, the universe gives you that. It will constantly put you in this loop of that. It will keep, because your mind keeps manifesting that. Okay? Let me tell you. All right. So, no one sees me. No one cares about me. Okay, so you ignoring yourself. That's you yourself. You're projecting what the universe is giving you. It's only reflecting it. I say this all the time. It's simple. You know what? Spirituality is a very simple thing. It is so simple, it's complex. I don't even know if that makes sense. Okay? But this is how it works. If the mind is constantly being told, it's a powerful thing. It is a powerful. God's source created these vessels to make 3D tangibility things happen. We are all alchemists. We can all manifest things. What are you manifesting today? What did you manifest yesterday? What comes out of your mouth? It's a being that constantly says, oh, work is going to be hard today. Okay, well, now you've put it in, you spoke it into fruition to make it happen, that your day will be horrible. Then you're going to affirm it and confirm it into reality by saying, see, I told you, I knew it. And trust me, I'm not one of these people that are always talking about, excuse me. Happy thoughts all the time, all positive. I'm just going to say positive. That's bullshit. Now, excuse me, but that's just simple bullshizzle. There is no way that a person is happy all the time. And they're not supposed to be. What kind of human is that? Why were these emotions created if we were only supposed to be happy all the time? If that was the case, why are we humans? Why did you choose to come down here and experience the human experience? All right. Here we go. Feelings. What you feeling? Self-aware of your feelings. Okay, well, let's check that out. Let's examine that or analyze that. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Sean. Okay. Let's analyze that. What feelings do you have? We're taught in the spiritual community, acknowledge your feelings, raise your vibrations. Okay, well, you can't raise your vibration until you acknowledge that you even have those feelings. And the only way to remove those feelings properly is to acknowledge those feelings and see where they came from. See why they're like that. Why do you feel this way? What transpired and put you here? Were you born with these feelings? Or were you are they a DNA marker in your spiritual existence of all incarnations? Now, today, I know it's kind of deep, but I hope y'all hold on tight, because there's more, okay? There's definitely more, and I see why now. I had a rest last week, because I need to be able to channel all this stuff. All right? So now, let's think this through. Somebody does something to us. I said it last week, or a week before, about forgiveness, remember? Why are you really angry with the person that you told your business to and they shouldn't have told it? You just mad at yourself because you did that. You knew it when you did it. Okay, so let's not be angry. We're hurt that our business was exposed. Our feelings were hurt. Our trust was not honored. Run it all down through the line. Sit in it. And stop this nonsense that the Matrix always tells you to do, to suck it up. I got to just move on. No. Address it. Sit in it. Release it. and let it go. It's all about self-awareness. I know where this is coming from. I know where this came from. And if you're an empath, it might not even be yours. And you claiming it. Sit in it and say, you know what, Father, who guides, whatever, whomever you choose, as long as it's not devil, Satan, and evil and all that. No. Simply sit there and say, you know what, is this mine that I'm feeling? Because we as empaths, we are very sensitive to our environment. Okay? Who walks in our Merkaba star? Okay? And some are even more powerful empaths where they feel it around the energy of the earth. That's a whole nother story. Okay? But these are all dealing in feelings. Are they your feelings? First, see if they're yours. If they're not yours, then you know what? I don't want this. I'm not keeping this. Okay? Ask all that's holy in the light to remove that from you. And whomever is experiencing that, send them love and healing. Touch their heart. Touch their mind. Touch their soul. Remove it. Whatever they're going through, let them understand that nothing's happening to them, but happening for them for a reason. Okay? All right. This is self-awareness. Actions. Remember I talked about what we do is not the action that we do, but what's the intent behind the actions that we do. Okay? Why'd you let somebody borrow your car? Remember we were talking about that? Hold on a second. I was just told to tell you guys, you can be free if you allow yourself to be. I don't know who's listening right now, but this is for you. You can be free if you allow yourself to be. Surrender to the process. It's not about repenting. This is something else I'm told to tell you now. There is no repenting. Okay? The only person or thing that you should repent to is to apologize to the person you did it to. But before you apologize, let's go even deeper. You know I'm going to go deeper, right? I'm going to go even deeper. Was that your contract with that person? Were you supposed to do that to that person for that specific time? Was that their learning experience or their lessons of consequence for a choice that they made for something else that you didn't even have anything to do with? Did you get that? Did you get that? Was that your contract with that soul to do whatever it was that you did to them as their lesson of consequence or karma for something that they did? How about that? So there is no repenting to Father because Father already knows. Remember, I use Father as God, source, whatever, Mother, Father, God, whatever, it goes on. This is because He knows already. He's like, oh, that's what y'all did. Let me see how this work out. Let me see how this pans out. He's watching everybody's little play story. He's watching. This is why the preconception of thought that you have to repent or you sorry or you feel guilty for something. No. When you come to God, which you don't have to come to God because He's already in you, He's not out of you. You are a part. He is a part of you within yourself. You just need to open that chamber and that valve and set it free. Okay? That's all that is. But that's a whole nother story. I'm going to leave that for another time. All right? Now, there is no forgiveness. This is where the thought of forgiveness comes in. Will He forgive you for what you do? Because people needed that. Humans need to feel forgiven. They live in guilt. Why? Because the Matrix and social ideals have placed this crap in their minds. They've been programmed over and over and over and over again into believing they should be guilty for something they didn't really do. This was what they wrote in their stories. This is why there is no guilt. This is why there is no need. This is why there's the misconstrued thought of the real meaning of forgiveness. I can't repeat that, but that's the way it came through. Sorry if it's confusing, but that's the way it came through. We must stop feeling guilty about crap. Okay? And nobody's religion is better than the other one. We're going to go back to that. All right. Next one. A righteous man meditates to keep centered, inner peace, and connected to God's source. I just said that. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have religion and or practice, really. So it's more of a practice of your spirituality. You must pray and you must meditate. I cannot stress this enough. I'm going to say it again. I know y'all tired of me saying the same thing over and over again. You pray for help. And I done warned y'all about that. I have warned y'all about praying for help. Okay? It comes in all different shapes, forms, and sizes. You need to stop concerning yourself about where it comes from or how it comes. It could be an enemy that called you up on the phone. You're like, then you attack, say, what do you want? Or you're not even answering the phone because it's an enemy. How do you know? You prayed for some help. Okay? All right. You pray for some answers. To be guided. Right? Say, well, you know what? I want to go, I have this new job that's coming up. I don't know if I should take this new job. I don't know if I should take this new apartment, this new place. I got a chance to buy this house. Should I buy this house or that house? There's always these, choices and decisions and things. Which one? Okay. Well, how do you receive these answers? First of all, if you're not paying attention, the signs are everywhere. Okay. If you're not meditating, that's how you receive your answers, through clairaudience. Okay? You sit down to receive the answers to the questions you asked in prayer. You sit down and you pray for gratitude. You sit in gratitude. You thank universe, God's source, and all that's holy in life. You be in gratitude. It's about gratitude. You can't be grateful and angry at the same time. Do you know somebody who could do that? You can't be ticked off at people with rage and hate and be grateful at the same time. Try to do both of them at the same time and see what happens. Gratitude will bring you to your knees and make you humble. It's about humility. We're all created the same way. Okay? All right. Now, in meditation shows you things. That's where your third eye. Sorry, that's my alarm. Your third eye. I guess this is going to run a little bit longer than I thought. Okay. This is where your third eye is opening. And the visions of Ezekiel and all those that are in the Bible and all of them that had these visions. Okay. When they had sit downs and talks with God, you think they were really with God? Come on. Seriously? Now, if you want to use your ego, mind, and thought, okay, let's be real. Let's think about that. No, you didn't. No, that person did not sit down with a physical God, because God is not physical being. But he presents himself in the way that a person would be able to. Okay? That could concept, so that the brain, the ego mind, consciousness can wrap its head around that. It can't wrap its mind around all there is. It can't. It labels things. It compartmentalizes things and makes things believable because it's not tangible and you can't feel it. So what it does is it gives you a vision, a mind of things so that it can wrap its mind around shizzle. Okay? I don't want to get too far out of that. But with that being said, when you sit down and meditate, that's your time with God. That's your time with your guides. That's your time with your higher self. That's your time with others. Okay? Some of you are mediums. Okay? All right. Now, let's take this another step further. Religion was all written down by man, right? Remember that. Okay. Hinduism. All right. Hinduism. Now, I'm going to turn this around so you can see this sign. See that? What's that look like? It looks like a swastika, doesn't it? It is a swastika. It's called a swastika. In Hinduism, the original swastika is a definition of well-being of everything. Okay? Makes you think twice about that dude that we don't like. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to probably shake some people. Okay? But he took it and used it in a different way. But I would really like, now this is my own personal, this is me, the human speaking. I'm not channeling this. I would love to get in that brain of that person that took that and did that. Because I believe that person knew something. Okay? But he misconstrued it in what he received in this right here. If this is not opened properly or opened with evil intent or opened by an evil passageway, or if a person is filled with demons, if a person is dealing with dark, if a person ain't got they shizzle together, this can be a problem. It will show you all kinds of stuff. Okay? Now, right here, your crown chakra is the information that I keep getting in when I'm channeling everything. This is where it's all coming in. And the great ascended masters had these gifts. Okay? So they all said, okay, I'm going to take away this and make this religion right here. But if you notice, they're all the same. But there's a piece of them. It requires all of them. It requires them all to make a whole. You can't do this without one without the other. It's impossible. A righteous person is a righteous person. Christianity is a way of life. Islamic faith is a way of life. The Abrahamic religion is a way of life. Buddhism is a way of life. The swastika is involution and evolution of the universe and everything. Hey, what's going on, Gigi? Of the universe and its grounded stability. I'm going to repeat myself. It's grounded stability. So this is what happens. The swastika with the little dots, okay, represents the whole picture. Okay, let me get back to it real quick. All right. So Hinduism is saying, okay, this little thing And their belief system is about everything. Being connected with all of everything. Being connected with the universe to humanity. Life to this. The universe as a whole. Remember I said, be careful how you think and what you think. The universe will simply reflect it back to you and give you more of it. If you keep saying, I want this, I want that, you'll always be in lack. And the universe will continually keep you needing it. Be self-aware of your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. Okay? Make sure it's not ego. Got you all jacked up with all the stuff that you're doing. Okay? What up, Valerie? How you doing, honey? All right. One religion and or way of life practice cannot be better than the other because they are all a concept of origin. Let me repeat that for you. One religion and or way of life practice can't be better than the other because they're all a concept of origin. Now, let me tell you what happened. A human, and this is free will. This is why. And you know what? It's coming to me right now. Just give me a second. Let me sidetrack for a second. Let me tell you something. You know, I always had this thing. Father and I always got this stuff. I'm like, why in the world did you create free will? I don't like it. I'm going to tell you right now, those that know me in the spiritual community know that I do not like free will. Oh my goodness. But I get it now. It's coming to me right now in front of you. Why? Because none of this is real. It's an illusion. Let me see if I can break this down for you. You have the choice to try out Christianity. Say, oh, let me give this a chance. Let me see what this is about. Okay. Well, that was interesting. All right. Now, let me see what Hinduism is like. Let me try that out. That's interesting. Let me try out the Islamic faith. Wow. That's really interesting. And let me try out being a Catholic. And let me try this. Father's just watching. As long as your soul. Now this. Let me fill you in on something very, very important. As long as you do not practice dark, satanic, evil, shizzle, you denounce Satan, dark and evil shizzle, denounce all of that, and say that you believe in the Christos consciousness. That's created up in here somewhere, and that's a whole nother story we're going to talk about. But everybody comes with Christos consciousness. We all are Christos consciousness. So, for those people out there that don't believe in Christianity, let me fill you in on something. Christianity is a practice or way of life. But Yeshua, and this is the truth right here, Yeshua or Christ, in so many words, this has been broken down instead of Christos, okay, is the only way to get to Father. Now let me tell you how this works. It's Christos consciousness right here, which is you and being awakened and being self-aware in your spirituality. Now, I'll explain a whole nother time because I didn't know it was so late already. But this is a whole nother situation. This is bigger than you can ever imagine. We all have it within ourselves. And as long as you commit your soul to one holy God source, okay? There's nothing to concern yourself with. You can go play and try out as many religions as you want. As long as you have taken into consideration all these things I've discussed today, all of these things that you know, you watch your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, you meditate, your inner peace, your connection to God's source, you live as a righteous being. Okay? A righteous being. Your connection to God's source is the most significant thing in the entire world. As long as you keep that connection open and your soul belongs to God's source, you're going to be all right. Okay? But if you trying to battle religions, it's silly. It requires all of them to make a true righteous person. Okay? Humans require faith. Therefore, religion is necessary in theory. All of the ascended masters only have a piece of all there is in the God consciousness of reality/truth. I only touched on the ones that Father said were the major ones because I was looking into Taoism. Now, I didn't even know what Taoism was, anything like that. But I have noticed a lot of what I was doing on my own had a little bit was Taoism. And I'm not going to touch on that today. I'm not going to get in that. I'm not going to deal with that. That's a whole nother thing. But Taoism is lacking a lot. It's basically a lifestyle. So it's like each religion teaches us different aspects. It's like the aspects of the whole full truth. So it shows us how we should be towards one another. One shows how we should have a connection with source and inner peace, and how we keep our connections open. How we get back to source. Okay? Another religion is teaching us how we treat all of our environment, the planet, and how to appreciate the fact that all of it is energy. All of it was created from the same thing. All of it. You can't have light without dark. You can't have up without down. You can't have a left without a right. Do you understand that? You can't have chaos without order. And vice versa. And there's order in chaos. How about that? Boom shakalaka. How did you get that? There is order in chaos. It was designed by Father, God source. And the universe works it out. Okay. So today, I hope I gave you a little bit. It's hard to, these things that I tell you are strictly channeled. Okay? I'm led to where to read things. I'm told what parts are true. I'm told what parts are to be conveyed. I'm told to tell you. I was just told to tell you, live your life to the fullest as a human. If you're working on your spirituality or yourself, learn how, okay, bring it in. Learn how to take a break. Love yourself. Nurture yourself. See the progress that you've made thus far. I have angels, loved ones, God source, all leaning over my shoulder. And they're pushing in, talking about, we love you all. We love you all. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Stop expecting so much. It's not a competition. Whew. These social ideals have put you in a enslaved mentality of lost hope, no guidance, no love, no peace, and that's simply not true. You're looking outside of yourself for something that is within yourself. This is why God's source says you must meditate to get there. You must meditate to stay connected. You must meditate to be within. And every day you make that connection and you see, look around. You're going to start looking. Let me tell you how you know your progress. Let me tell you something. Now y'all going to laugh at me, but this is how this works. Remember I said earlier, bugs come here to die. They know if they come to Ava's house, they're going to die. But this is the situation. Let me tell you. I will have a mosquito or bug. Now I hated bugs. Let me give you a backstory real quick first. I did not like bugs at all. Okay? They annoyed me. They were the worst things in the world. And I was allergic to bees. I'm allergic to bee stings. But guess what I found out? Thank you, Valerie. Guess what I found out? What up, John? Dude. Guess what I found out? Bees of all different types are my spirit guides and my animals. Now let me tell you what happens. A hornet comes up to me while I'm pumping gas. Just flying around again. I said, well, hello. How are you? And it was just, and I actually communicated with this bee, this hornet. Okay? It's like, I'm just here. How you been? And I'm just like, wow. Okay? I'm like, wow. On the bottom of a flip-flop. That was a fly, Anna. I will kill a fly. Let me tell you, it will die. My whole family, we got a gift. You will die. The flies can't live in our house. They don't survive. But at any rate, though, wow. My phone is dying. Sorry, guys. All right. So what happened was this. I started communicating with it. I'm in observance. I'm aware of all that surrounds. All there is. All there is to feel, touch, and come in contact with. Now, people talk about you need to go outside, you like nature, whatever. I'm not a nature girl by no means. But I appreciate its purpose. That's how you know progress. Now a bee comes around me. I'm not scared of no bee. Bees don't bite. The bee's not going to sting me and not going to do nothing. It's coming to say hello and do its thing. Hey, Frankie. Start getting connected. And when the more you meditate and everything like that, you get connected with all there is. You're more in tune, in touch. Seek within yourself. That's where God is, within. And there's only one, God source. Okay? Other religions have a different name for the same thing. How about that? I was told, yes, that is correct. A different name for the same thing. They're simply representatives. Just like Santa has helpers. So, I have definitely talked past my time. It was only supposed to be an hour. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And I hope this gave you a better concept, a better idea of what religion really is. Remember, it's simply a practice. Okay? And if it's got you, and before I go, this is really important. The reason why we're going through this ascension and awakening process is so that we can release these old belief systems, okay? Which is some that are so heavily grounded into each other that you can't get going. You got to shed that in order to ascend. Open your mind. Open that heart chakra. Tonight is a perfect time. And I'm going to tell you right now. Let me tell you what you should do tonight. Okay, I'm being channeled. I'm going to tell you what I'm being told to tell anyone who's watching this. And even if it's not today on the Lionsgate 88, time doesn't exist. So it's your time to do it at the time you catch this video. Okay, here we go. Give a prayer of gratitude and request to have your heart chakras opened during this time for enlightenment and understanding. Okay? You're not praying for anything other than the words I'm telling you, because you don't want, like I said before, you praying for to learn forgiveness and how many things they gonna put in your path so that you have to forgive everybody. You don't want those training tools. We don't want that, okay? And then go sit down. That's pretty funny. I like that, Christine. That's funny. And then you're going to sit down and meditate. Just try to sit down. Close your eyes. Take some breaths. And say, okay, I'm going to try this out. I never meditated before. All right. Try to sit there and see what you hear. Do you hear anything? Do you feel anything? And if you're unsure, contact me. I can help you in what you're hearing or what you're feeling. Because the ego mind will try to get in there and be like, oh, this is bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to do this. This ain't real. We hearing stuff. It's our imagination. It's not. Don't let the ego mind get in the way of your growth, your spiritual growth, and your connection and deeper connection to God's source, okay? Wow, tonight has been such an uplifting topic. Set your mind and your souls free. All right? Okay. I will chat with you guys next week. Thank you for stopping in. I love you all. Peace to all. Wonders to thee. Ciao.